Well, if you're just tuning in and you think, "Oh, this is the same championship as last year," your eyes are not fooling you. This we have a rematch here in the national championship here in season 2 of this dynasty. My name is Hale State, and joining alongside me is Electric Days. We'll get to him in a second, but this game right here, there's some very
Yo, I'm
deep
here.
history between the Ole Miss Rebels and the Oregon Ducks last year. Oregon coming out and getting the better of the two. We'll see if that's the case once again. So I'll go down to Electric now. Electric, what are your thoughts on this game, and do you have any early game predictions?
Uh, my thoughts on this game is this is going to be a really close one, and also, uh, there's going to be very. I feel like it's going to be very, very aggressive on both sides. We're going to see a little bit of plays that both teams shouldn't be doing at all, but they're, just they're. I feel like the QBs are going to throw the ball somewhere where they not supposed to throw it, and they'll be able to get it through.
Yeah, as I believe this is my third national championship broadcast, so I have been in all of these. So I've seen it all, as we see here in Miami. Actually, I'm sure this is going to be a very pro Ole Miss crowd, at least from the locals, since the Ducks knocked out the Hurricanes in the last round. But we shall see what transpires here. As here come the Oregon Ducks, and their little Donald Duck. I don't know his name. I think they just call him the Duck, so we'll call him the Duck. And here come the Ole Miss Rebels, just a bunch of lovely people. As we see, they take the field here, led by, that is, Wells and Chris Paul, who are sure to be big on the defensive side of the ball. Speaking of big on the defensive side of the ball, in the Fiesta Bowl, Oregon suffered an injury at the linebacker spot, so we'll see if that has anything to play as the 2026 College Football National Championship for Hennessy Performance League is about to get underway.
Yeah, and the injury you was actually talking about was the injury to Davon Jackson, the best middle linebacker in the league, I'm for sure, and he was out the whole entire playoffs and will be going into the NFL hurt. So pretty sad to see him, go out like this, but hopefully his team is able to prevail.
We see Ole Miss will get the ball first. Michael Boger. It is raining here in Miami. We know that everybody loves to play in the rain, so we shall see if that affects anything as handoff goes to Sama. Sama going to get a big game here and a gain of 7. Abu Sama on the run, and it's 2nd and 3.
What I would like to say about this is why in the most important game, where all the marbles, all laid out on the ground, on the table, why do they not close in?
Oh
Oh!
my goodness,
Oh, legal
that is
man
wide
downfield.
open. Touchdown
Yeah,
Ole
legal man
Miss. It
downfield.
might be coming back. Let's see. It is offensive pass interference
Defensive
on
pass
Tony
interference.
Lanningham. So it is 2nd and 13. So Ole Miss, they talked a lot about they have a couple of plays that they like to, that are trick plays that they hadn't run all year. And that's one of them. And it didn't go far against Kansas State. And it goes far here, but the penalty brings it back. So we will see Boger lined up in shotgun formation here with the running back to his right. Actually, they're going to shift him around to his left, sending Lanningham in motion. Play clock now into 3. Boger takes the snap. Going to scramble around. Boger going deep. He's got a man.
What
That's
a
right.
catch.
First down, Ole Miss.
And I mean, that right there is just a very good ball deep down the field. Just that tilted a bit to the left. And surprisingly, he stayed in. I'm for sure he's in. So I don't
Yeah,
know if
well,
it's a
maybe the
possible
Oregon coach
challenge.
disagrees. We might get a challenge here, but surprised that defensive lineman didn't try to reach up and swat that ball out of Boger's hands. But we'll see what becomes of this potential challenge here early in the game.
Yes, they paused it. Pretty, pretty long pause right now.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, let me know when you're ready.
We are waiting here, a little delay for the national championship.
Am I good?
Yeah, it reset my entire depth chart, so I had to switch some things around on defense.
Oh. Okay, so we had some defensive adjustments for the Oregon Ducks, but Ole Miss has a first down here on the other side of the field with 5:03 left in the first quarter. So we see Boger going to send a man in motion here. They're going to fake the pitch to him, and Owens is gobbled up by Derek Harmon, the big senior defensive tackle, in on the stop for the Oregon Ducks.
And that was a really good start right there by Oregon to keep them right at the line. Yeah, to keep them right at the line.
Oh, they go to Owens out of the backfield. Owens has some space. Owens fighting for it. He's going to get down at the 3. So another big pass play, another first down, and now the Rebels are at the goal line.
Yeah, really good Texas route right there. Textbook right there too. The linebacker guards the drag route, and then the Texas route is just wide open for Owens to run down into the 2-yard line, and good job.
So they're going to send right in motion here, stacking the box to the left. They will hand it off to Owens. Owens fighting down to the 1. John Owens does not get in though, as we see Kingston Lupa in on a stop for the Oregon Ducks. So we'll see if they line up in goal line here. And it appears they will. They will line up at the power I. Sama is the running back. Oregon trying to stack the box. And Boger, QB sneak's going to go for a loss of 1. And so now on third down, what do we see?
I thought he was going to do the exact same thing and run it again, but apparently he didn't.
I don't hate not running that again, as now they're going to line up in shotgun formation. So we shall see. Well, do they dare throw it here this close to the goal line? So you see Boger sending Lee in motion once again. Boger dropping back. He doesn't look like he can find anybody. Scrambling around. Michael Boger going to throw it out of bounds. It's a 4th and goal. Here comes the decisions, right? And the Rebels will keep the offense on the field here. This is what you want to see in the national championship game.
Yeah, and right there was something. I mean, the fact that he had to run around that much and that long is crazy.
Well, Boger, here we go. He's going to send him in motion. Manningham gets the jet sweep. Can he get to the corner? The corner does a good job by containing him. And Ole Miss is going to come up empty on their first drive here. Big stop there for the Oregon Ducks.
Wow, and I mean, I thought he wasn't going to get it after I seen a little breakdown in the defense, and they get that stop pretty good.
So now we shall see what Dante Moore can cook up here on the first snap. Quick throw the crossing route, McCray. That'll get forward. That'll give you some breathing room here. Get away from that goal line as they get down to the 6. But yeah, that play that Ole Miss likes to run on 4th down is often, more than not, Boger will keep it and try to QB power his way into the end zone. But that time they pitch it to the wide receiver, and the DBs, especially on that side of the field, do a great job at keeping him inside their shoulder, and the linebackers able to come in and swallow that up. As now Moore going to send a man in motion here. He's going to drop back to throw again. Moore scrambling. He's got pressure, though, and he's hit as he throws. So now 3rd and 6. Ole Miss has a chance to get off this field.
Yeah, and that's pretty good right there by that defensive tackle. I mean, that defensive tackle actually, he came in just on time. He was about to throw the ball, and that keeps them helmed in.
We'll see what this is now, as Moore going to send a man in motion once again. He's going to drop back to throw. He's got Stewart over the middle. There's Evan Stewart. He had a rough game against Florida, but here today he's going to start off hot, as he had 4 catches, 74 yards out against Miami, and he's going to get a big play here, and Oregon has a first down.
And a really good pass play right there, and he just was just able to make it work, and that's a good first down. As there you go once again,
Moore
trying to
going to the
find
tight
outside
end. First
catch.
down, Oregon. What a throw to Jack Belling in his last college football game ever. The senior tight end out of Washington. Going to make the nice toe tap on the sideline. And now Oregon has something cooking on the offensive side of the ball.
That was a really good play right there. Getting it to the outside. See what they possibly do here. You know, they love spread, and then they, bunch it right back up.
Now James going to get the running back. Nice cut to avoid Chris Paul, but then he's going to get pulled down after a gain of 7.
Yeah, that was a really good run right there. Can't even lie. Like, that was a good cutback that he did. So now, second down and 3. That gain of 7 really is going to matter.
Well, here comes Oregon once again. They motion number 2 out to the left. And they're going to hand this ball off. Chris Paul once again misses the tackle. James going to break another one. He's going to get on the other side of the field now down to the 44. So Chris Paul, he has been known for being one of the best linebackers in the country, especially this year on this defensive unit. He has missed 2 tackles in the backfield on back-to-back runs.
Yeah, and that was a really good little run right there for the first down. And now they back out here again. See what they can do here is they're going to pass this ball. He's going to roll out to his right.
Yep, and he's going to throw it away. It's a good decision. The QB spy was actually the defensive tackle that time, and he was coming in hot, and they had nobody, so Moore just gets it out, and it will be 2nd and 10.
Yep, really good. To throw that ball out, you don't want to, let them get a tackle and then go from there.
Yep. You see Moore going to go to James, and he hangs on not for the first down, but for a gain of 3. That is Suntrain Perkins in on a stop, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter with a score still knotted even at 0, but a big third down here coming up for the Oregon offense. We'll see what they can cook up here to try to get these 7 yards.
Yeah. Let's see what they can do here. 3rd and 7. This matters a lot.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so here we go. 3rd and 7. Ole Miss making some adjustments. Going to send a man in motion once again. Moore, and the cross to Stewart again, and it works again. First down, Ducks.
Yeah, and that was a really good play. Another first down, and there he goes. Down the field.
Oregon once again trying to cook up a long drive here. Ole Miss pressing up. Dante Moore. That's a fade ball to Evan Stewart, and it's intercepted. That is Stinson. He's been being cooked this whole drive, but he comes up and makes a big play. And Ole Miss has it out at the 21. So back-to-back drives ending in 0 points for both of these offenses. I mean, that is huge, but, Dante Moore, usually a guy who can get it there, but maybe the rain having some effect as we see Lee on the wide receiver sweep breaking a tackle, fighting for some extra yards, and he'll get 8. So Caden Lee gets involved in the game for Ole Miss. So big turnover there for this Rebels defensive unit. Is Lee going to go in motion once again? That will be a handoff to Owens. And he's going to be tackled about 8 yards past where he started, so they will get a first down. Ball is now at the 36. So here comes Michael Boger once again. Going to send the man in motion, going to fake the pitch to him. He's got a man over the middle. That is Wright once again. Wright's going to have a first down, makes a man miss, and he's going to get it on the other side of the field, now down to the Oregon 39. So Ole Miss having some very successful plays here. Oregon needs to find an answer here on defense.
This guy, you especially want to do that because you saw he breaks through that first arm tackle. I thought he might be able to pick up even more yards.
I don't know what's happened to my commentary partner, but we will man down the ship while he's not here. So we see Michael Boger and this Ole Miss offensive unit. I'm going to shift things around. Here again, they like to do this, like to add an element of confusion here for their defensive unit that they're playing. They're going to shift again here as this play clock is winding down here. We'll see if they can get this play off as send a man in motion, and they will not. That is a delay of game, so now it is 1st and 15. They just tried to get too cute with it, and it's going to cost them 5 yards here as we'll see what they come out in now. So Boger, they're going to line it up again, and they're going to snap it this time. Boger going to step up. Boger, he's got a man. That's Owens. That's great chemistry. Owens gets tackled down at the 9-yard line. So Ole Miss back in scoring position here. Kejon Owens, 2 catches, 70 yards so far. And much like the story has been all year for this team, he is huge, not only on the ground, but through the air. So we see that is, he is not in the game. That's what's calling the backfield. They're going to, there he is. They're going to fake the pitch to the wide receiver. Boger's going to take it himself. He's going to get a gain of 3. So 2nd and 6. Ole Miss trying to run some hurry up here, trying to get this tempo on the game on their side. They send another receiver motion. This time they will pitch it to Landingham. Landingham may have the corner. No, he does not. Pulled down after a gain of 3. That'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Right, and I am back. I thought left unsaid, but I am back.
So here comes Boger. He's going to drop back to throw. Boger, is he going to scramble? Good cut, and he's getting in the end zone. Touchdown, Michael Boger. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they will strike first here in the national championship.
And I mean, that's what they needed right there with that touchdown. Oregon, they get the ball back at half. So right now, the score of a touchdown is what they needed the most, and this kicking meter is going to matter later on down the road, I'm for sure. Getting set to kick the ball.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Back out to the field will be Oregon. I'm sure how they left, so he'll probably be back soon. So Dante Moore, right here, you're going to hand it off to Noah. Noah's going to hit a spin move. Spun it possibly the wrong side, and he's going to get a first down, but they're going to hurry it up right here. They're getting a little bit of adjustments. They're going to run it again with Jordan James, but this time it's going to be tackled back for a loss. Only a loss of 4. So let's see what Oregon want to come out here now, since they just lost the game. I mean, they just lost 4 yards on that run.
So 2-minute warning is here. I am back. Apologize, ladies and gentlemen, but 2nd and 14 here. As Oregon, we'll see if they can cook up something. They've been stopped here early as Moore, he's throwing the wheel route, and it's almost intercepted. Jeff Cahill, the freshman cornerback, and now Ole Miss has a chance to get off this field and get this ball back.
Yep, 3rd and 14. That was just a missed catch. And missed throw too. I don't know if he wanted to throw to that wheel route just yet, but that right there was not good to throw at that exact moment.
And deep throw to Bamba, he hangs on.
What a bomb.
That is Faison Bamba, the movie star turned commentator turned football player, and he is going to get the first down here for the Oregon Ducks.
Not even gonna lie, I didn't expect to see that man down that sideline, Burnham.
Oh, dangerous throw. Cahill again in on the pass breakup.
That man Cahill's everywhere. Yeah, that man is everywhere.
So we'll see if Oregon can find an answer for him here on 2nd and 10. Dante Moore has Stewart out to his left. He's got 4 receivers out to his right. Stewart. Ole Miss sends some pressure. Dudley gets the pick. Is he going to be run down? No, he's not. So Dudley is going to take this to the house, and Ole Miss is in command of this national championship.
I mean, we've seen this before with Ole Miss. Um, doing pretty good in the first half, but let's see if they can keep it up in the second half right now with that pick six. They kind of deserve that if they would say that, I know. But they missed 2 times on getting the pick, and then that time they just got it right there. So see what Oregon can do here. They got 1 minute and 10 seconds left, so they got a chance to get back.
Yeah, and if you're Oregon here, you need points out of this drive. 1:10, 3 timeouts. You still got time to work your offense, but Moore, he's going to the tight end deep, and almost intercepted once again, but it's knocked away by the safety intended for Velling down the field. So we'll see what happens here. He's got 4 receivers bunched up to his left. He's going to throw the screen pass. James not going anywhere. So 3rd and 10. A.J. Brown in on the stop and timeout for Ole Miss. That's what I was thinking in the back of my head, because you could potentially still get this ball back and have an opportunity to score again and really blow this game wide open. But we shall see what they come up with here. Moore dropping back to throw. I know he saw Evan Stewart beat his man. Oh, and it's kicked. Chris Paul can't get his hands down there, and he kicks it, but the ball is incomplete nonetheless, and out comes the Oregon punt team.
Yeah, and this right now is just, Ole Miss, they showing up right now where they need it the most, and that's just how they, that's what's just happening. Oregon just need to find a way how to, start the offense back up again and try to see if they can still, get back into this game. Still a chance, second quarter.
For Michael
Oh,
Boger.
my goodness.
Oh, the pocket collapses. He throws it away, but that's going to be intentional grounding.
Yeah, him throwing that ball, I was low-key a little scared.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a 3rd down.
So we see here on 3rd and 21, after the QB pressure, we'll see if Oregon can get this football back. That was almost intercepted as well. We'll see. Boger is in the backfield by himself. There are 5 wide receivers here. Boger dropping back to throw. He's going to take a shot. One-on-one to Juice Wells. Knocked around and incomplete. So Oregon will have this football back here with about give or take 25 seconds as Stewart on the punt return going to get blown up. So yeah, 25 seconds right on the dot. Look at me go.
Here we go, it's Oregon. They got that ball back. I just came back too because something weird was just happening. But yeah, they got that ball back now. 1st down and 10. What can they do here? And they're going to get a sack. Timeout, Oregon. Oregon needs to find, some path or something in order to get points on this board. Getting points on this board is much needed right now.
Here comes Dante Moore. He's going to take a shot deep into double coverage to his best receiver. It's knocked that way. So 3rd and 14 here for Oregon.
Yeah, and they're just right now trying to, lock up Evan Stewart and them as much as possible. With a 3rd and 14, anything can happen. 14 seconds left in the second quarter.
So Moore dropping back to throw. Oh, he's got a man, Jack Velling down the field. Touchdown, Oregon. That is
Touchdown,
exactly
Oregon.
what the doctor ordered if you're an Oregon Duck fan.
And I mean, that right there that was a masterpiece right there. The linebacker, Chris Paul, you know, he seen it, but he didn't see it too much. He thought somebody else, as a safety, was behind him to help him out with the coverage, but sadly wasn't, and he just left that tight end Jack wide open.
So Ole Miss will get this ball back with 6 seconds left. I wouldn't expect to see nothing too crazy. Just try to take it to the half here as the rain continues to pour down here for the Ole Miss, well, for the national championship rather. As they're going to come out here, Oregon going to back up the DBs just in case a deep shot does happen. And with 6 seconds left, Boger going to take the snap. He's going to hand off to Owens. Owens has got some open space. Owens makes a man miss. He's going to fall down with 1 second left. That is incredible intelligence. And now Ole Miss has a shot at a Hail Mary here.
Yeah, I'm not even going to lie. That was a really good run. And I was surprised that was even allowed right there by Oregon. But 1 minute, let's see what they can do here on this Hail Mary.
Going deep, Platt bringing some pressure. They throw it to about the 5. Knocked away, intercepted. If your heart just dropped because you thought Ole Miss caught that football, so did ours because I thought that one of those receivers ended up with that ball. But they did not. So here we are at the second half, and we see an onside kick. Jackson playing aggressive. This is the aggressive style of football that we are used to seeing. And we'll see if he gets it here. Oregon wasn't ready, but the kick is up in between two ducks. He hangs on.
Throwing it, why jumping up with your teammate is not good, but he ended up, he ended up getting that ball. So Oregon going to start in good field position.
Let's see what Dante Moore can cook up now. And across to Bamba. Bamba makes a man miss, gets a first down after a gain of 13.
Yeah, and I mean, this freshman wide receiver been doing pretty good right now. 2 receptions for 54 yards. I was one of his passes was actually really deep down the field, burning the corner. Pretty surprising to see from him. There he goes. He's got number 15 motioning to the left.
Moore. The cross to Stewart again. So he's going to get pulled down after a gain of 7. 2nd and 3 is, I believe he actually ended up winning the Heisman, did he not?
Evan Stewart did end up winning the Heisman.
Evan Stewart winning the Heisman. So that is the Heisman Trophy winner there. Making the catch once again. He's been big in the national championship game so far.
Yeah, and I'm trying. Here we go.
Oh,
wow.
And Moore just throws a ball that got caught up in the 2 running backs on the crossers, just got caught up on top of each other. Cahill's there, and he makes the play, finally getting his interception. So Ole Miss gets this football back. That is catastrophic for the Oregon Ducks.
The last time a wide receiver has won the Heisman was Devonta Smith.
Devonta Smith, yes.
Devonta, and he is on the Philadelphia Eagles now. So
yeah, Sir drops a lot.
And he had 23. He had a lot of receiving yards and a lot of, but I'm sure Evan Stewart broke that in receiving yards, not catches, but receiving yards and touchdowns. So really good by Evan Stewart to go ahead and win the Heisman and possibly still got a chance, to win it here. Only down by 7, but Ole Miss has this ball with 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
So now if you're Ole Miss, you got to be thinking to put some points on the board, have this a 2-possession game potentially here. And with how your defense has been playing, that might be all it takes to win it. As they're going to hand off to Owens. Owens gets to the gap. Owens breaks the tackle before he's pulled down after a gain of 3.
Yeah, and this man Owens, glad he going to the NFL, because him breaking off these tackles, as you see right there, is that's crazy.
It's Owens.
There you go. You're going to run that ball once again. Run a little RPL.
I'll take that
Don't
every
work,
single
though.
time.
I
Offensive
mean,
line's
do
always
work
going
on,
to
not for the
line up
pass,
in that
but do
situation.
work for the
Trying to
run.
get
They're
positive
going to get
feedback
it
on
only a
these
gain of
guys.
6, and
How
that's
can
going to
we
be a
really
third
stay
and
motivated
1.
here?
3rd and 1. We'll see what Ole Miss lines up with here. We know they like the QB sneak here. Do they run it again? They're going to send Johnson out wide. Maybe they throw this ball here. We'll see what the snap entails. Boger, he's diving for it, doesn't get it. So now, do you
Stop.
go? Do you kick it just to make it a 2-score game? Because
Now,
I would kick it, but
I would kick it.
then again, it is in the rain, so this is not an easy kick. So fourth
No, it's
and 1,
not.
and the Rebels will stay on the field here. Boger got Owens in the backfield with him. He will keep it, and he will get the
Oh,
first down.
wow.
He will slide down after a short gain, but Michael Boger keeps it. That's a good read on the option, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and I mean, they stacked the box for that one, and that was really good from Oregon to do that. Just a miscalculation
Now
and
Lee
first down for wow, and then Lee.
pull down after gaining 1. So if you're Oregon,
Oh,
you're
also
definitely giving up points here unless you force a turnover. So that's
yep.
obviously the goal. But I mean, if you can hold them to 3, keep yourself in the game a little bit more, because the way this Ole Miss defense has been playing, I can see you getting 1 touchdown. I don't know if you can get 2.
Getting 2 touchdowns is I think it's possible for them to get, but it's all up to how Ole Miss, runs their defense. And he just
Ooh,
sent
he
the.
just
Oh, I
sends the
thought he broke
house.
it. Oh, I
Owens
thought he broke it.
being brought down after a gain of 3. If he could have bought a little more time, Owens would have ran that route and probably been in the end zone. But Oregon sends the house there. I mean, that's not a bad strategy call, but we'll see on 3rd and 8 if they send it again. So Boger going to send Lee in motion here, dropping back to throw. And Lee's going to get pulled down after a gain of
4th and
2. Might have
6.
had the slot,
Field goal.
but it is field goal time. This kick's right down the middle. It should be pretty easy, even with the rain. Maybe messing up some things for Ole Miss. They're going to take some time off this clock.
We know Ole Miss is, not
They
giving,
might fake it.
they don't give their opinion. Yeah, they don't give their opponents a possible chance. They run down that time as much as possible.
Okay. Kick is up, kick is good. Ole Miss extends the lead to 10. So now it's a multiple score game. So if you're Oregon, you definitely are playing like you're playing from behind now. No need to go too quick and force balls where you don't want them just yet. You still in the 3rd quarter, but you got to go quicker than you normally would, because Ole Miss loves to eat up clock when they get the ball.
Yep, and I think if they could score quickly here, within like 2 minutes of the 4th, then they should be pretty
Oh,
decent.
Moore
Why
throws
would
it,
you
and it's
throw
intercepted,
that?
and Banks is going to run it back. A similar mistake in the Florida game in the Rose Bowl. He throws it again, and touchdown Ole Miss. And now the lights are getting brighter on this Oregon Ducks offense, especially the young quarterback Dante Moore, who's had some questionable throws all playoffs, and he's made another one here today.
Yeah, and that was one of them plays of why would you throw that? That's all it was. We seen Miami do it, but that should have threw the ball out. That one you should have threw the ball out. So with that, first down and 10, back at Oregon. Let's see. They only blitzed in one.
So they're just going to go deep. I think I'm watching Kansas State again with how this play is shaping up. And it's going to work like Kansas State. Roberts makes the catch, his first catch of the day. Ole Miss only rushing 1 there. I mean, I think it's a little too early for that. I think you still got to go with your normal 4-man, 3-man front here.
Yeah, they're going to hike a play before this.
They're going to snap the
Yep,
ball. They will hand off to James. James is going to break up field. James has a first down and more. So Oregon is not out of this yet, but you probably have to get an onside kick somewhere in the fourth quarter because now this is a 3-score game.
Yeah, we seen that in the last game with Ole Miss. You know, they don't really, you know, send that many people into pressure the QB if the person loves passing the ball. So Blitzen 1 was pretty decent, but that running back could have ran straight up, and it was a first down and more with a couple blockers in front of him. I was surprised that the running back ain't just cut up and get the ball.
So Oregon is running down this play clock. They don't have but 6 seconds left to get up and call the play. So Moore gonna try to rally the troops here. Play clock is 1 sends motion.
Oh.
Can't do that. You can't do any motion when you don't have a lot of time on the play clock, and it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Yep, and that motion was pretty bad, and now here they go. You know, you still got a chance to come back in this game. Nothing is impossible. First down and 15, you just need to score quickly.
So Moore, sack, fumble, and that's probably going to be game. Dante Moore was thrown to the turf, and Suntrain Perkins is able to strip it out on the sack, and now Ole Miss can just run this clock out and enact their revenge on the Oregon Ducks. As the young quarterback, Dante Moore, is probably going to come up short here today, as Michael Boger, the true freshman, going to take a hit of his vape as he heads back onto the field, takes a handoff to Owens. Owens sheds a tackle for being pulled down, a gain of 8.
Yeah, and I mean, with that, wow. I don't even know, because now I think with them running out the time, just running out the time. We don't want to jinx it too much if Oregon possibly get a fumble or something here, surprisingly, but you have nothing but one-time champs across the board between Lamar, Mahan, and Jackson.
The SEC is going to get their crown, so I'm sure Captain Dead might finally shut up about the Big Ten being better than the SEC.
You know, hold up, buddy. Can't. No, we all love the rage, you know. I know y'all heard me earlier, but you know,
we all know we love the rage.
Yeah, no, we love the rage, but it's okay. It's okay. We know.
The clock is ticking.
Okay,
Owens gonna get it down to the 23 after a big game. So are we seeing maybe some holding on the offensive line, but I don't think they're gonna fight it too much. Clock is ticking now, under 3:30, and play clock is under 5. Going to try to milk every second they can as they hand off to Sama on the delay. Sama's got some space down to the 6-yard line before he is hit hard. So I think my worst personal nightmare is going to come true here, as Ole Miss is going to win the national championship. Hopefully this is only happening in the virtual world, but Boger going to keep it himself. Michael Boger going to get pulled down after a gain of 2.
Yeah, and I mean, man, it's, you know, sometimes it hurts that it's not, you know, yourself winning, but at the end of the day, you just got to realize it's okay, you know, it's cool. 2-minute warning, and there's going to be the 2 minutes left until the end of this game. Oregon has a lot of people leaving this year, same thing for Ole Miss, so these teams will not be looking the same. Some people will get better, some people won't, you know. And hopefully...
And Owens is going to fight and get pulled down for 3rd and goal. But, yeah, like he was saying, a lot of talent leaving both these squads, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I think to Oregon's, all of their defensive linemen, a lot of their DBs. And I think to Ole Miss, I think about Chris Paul, that big linebacker that's not going to be here next year. Along with the offensive side of the ball, I believe Juice Wells is leaving as well. So both squads are going to lose big, but I'm sure they're going to hit the portal even harder, as they've already, both these teams, I believe they're both 1 and 2 in the nation recruiting class-wise, and Boger going to get pulled down. Timeout, Oregon. I mean, was it really necessary? We don't know, but I'm sure no one's going to give him too much slack for that. but it's
Yeah,
4th and
so
goal. Ole Miss going to
yeah,
keep the
bro.
offense out on the field here, which I
Yep.
mean, it's not. We're getting into the moral ethics of football when we really shouldn't be. As Owen's going to get pulled down, pushed into the end zone, and
Wow.
that is just the epitome of the
Wow.
day for the Oregon Ducks. As they had him at the 3, and 14 just comes up and says, "You know what? Take your 7 or take your 6." As Michael
So
Boger gets into the end zone once again.
yeah, like I said, man, there's a lot of people graduating for Ole Miss. So yeah, like I said, man, just you just gotta see if they're gonna have the same exact team for next season. But right now, it's not looking too shady. Not looking, you know, not looking like it's gonna be the same for Ole Miss and Oregon on both sides, because there's a lot of seniors leaving, going to the NFL, and just graduating in total. So it happens, it happens to the best of us, having all best teams, and then they slowly start to crumble back down. And just gotta hope you have a good recruiting class to pick it back up, and hopefully we'll be able to see both of these teams back in the playoffs once again.
Yeah. And I think that there have been teams talking about Ole Miss potentially starting 0-3 next season. I don't think they're
Wow.
being
And
serious
if
though.
I was about to say, if
I
they
don't think they're being
they were
serious.
serious about that, then that would cause playoff implications if
Playoff
they start
implications.
if they start 3 conference games straight. But nah, there goes
So
he's going
more
one
just
more
trying to make
minute of
something happen. He's gonna run into
he
contact. He's gonna throw it
rotated.
away. Nothing. So Ole Miss is going to come in here and get revenge on Oregon from last year. They have won everything that they could win, except one trophy. But we don't want to talk about that
Wow.
as Moore going to scramble up in the pocket and he just can't hit him. And it's just been that type of day, hasn't it?
Yeah, just not a good day from Dante, but it's okay. We always have those type of days, and he's gonna be a junior coming back to Oregon. So hopefully he's the starting QB, and getting back here is a very tough challenge to get back to a national championship. Evan Stewart, also another person leaving. No, I
Yeah,
know
the
they're going to
Heisman
miss him
winner,
a lot.
the potential #1 draft pick Evan Stewart, as we
Yep.
see.
Not that he is a number 1 draft pick. He will be gone. That's
And
another pick.
intercepted by Stinson, his second pick of the game.
Yep.
Whew.
29 seconds left.
And Ole Miss will come out in victory formation. And ladies and gentlemen, after on his 3rd try here in the Hennessy Performance League National Championship, he will get it done. Jackson Altman has won the national championship, and the Ole Miss Rebels are on top of the college football world. Yeah, thank goodness I'm going to say that in real life. As we see Oregon,
Yo.
just sad, just sad scenes for the seniors that worked so hard for Oregon. But at the end of the day, they did win a championship last year. So, I mean, how upset can you really be? Both these teams split. They get their championship. But I guess we'll start off the post-game interviews from a probably rather joyous Jackson Altman.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. That's what we get. So see player of the game, Michael Boger. Jackson, you come in here with revenge on your mind, and you get it done, sitting atop the college football world. What are the feelings like right now for this Ole Miss football program?
Yeah, we've just been working really hard to get this. We lost the last 2 championships, or I myself did, one with Ole Miss, one with Syracuse. So we've been dealing with choker allegations, but it's nice to finally beat everyone up, and yeah, real happy I could get the win. Especially real happy for true freshman quarterback Michael Boger. Another great game from him.
Yeah, that was actually in his hometown. He is from Miami. So with Kevin Owens, a lot of Miami guys on this Ole Miss football team able to celebrate that as he My next question is actually about Owens and this senior class, right? Big senior
Oh.
exodus from the Ole Miss Rebels. Talk to me about how you're going to try to replace the legacy that they've left on this campus.
Yeah, we don't really have too many seniors on the roster, but one, Owens got transferred him in this season. He started off the year as the number 2 back, but worked his way up to be number 1. So yeah, real proud of him and all the work he's put in. And then Chris Paul, that's going to be a huge loss. He's man the middle of my defense for both seasons. He's been my defensive MVP. But I mean, it's just next man up. We have a good recruiting class, a bunch of guys we recruited last year, and a bunch of guys that'll come in and replace.
Yeah. So that is SEC's dad from Riley, the head coach at Texas. But the SEC folks are real happy to see you bring this one home after the Big Ten was able to get it done last week as Geek Bar stock has risen. So we will go over to Electric for any questions for the Ole Miss coach.
Yeah, man, and yeah, man. I mean, just a great job overall by you. What was the game plan going into playing against Oregon after losing the championship last season to him?
Yeah, just attack the middle of the field. Really played the same way I played against you. Didn't throw too many times. Kind of attack the middle of the field. Try to get time in the pocket, and Michael Bover was able to make throws. And the run game, like the 2 running back set, get one in motion. So I started off the game with the double pass. I know it was offensive pass interference, apparently. But whenever I'll go back to that formation, have someone in motion, he would have to bring his user over to that side of the field, and it opened up a lot in the middle.
Yep. All right.
Well,
I think that would be it.
that'll do it for Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Almost perfect season, but a historic season nonetheless for the Rebels as they get their first national championship. Well, not their first real national championship in program history. As we will head over to the Oregon Ducks. Mayhem, the win streak comes to an end here today at 29. Talk to me about the mistakes you made here today.
Yeah, just not our day. I think just didn't have a good game plan. Just made a lot of mistakes. I think that there's definitely a lot to learn from this game. I think there are a lot of things I could have done better. So hopefully we played a really good team, really good user. So can't obviously all credit to them, but we've got a lot of guys coming back, and we'll definitely look to get better over the off season, and hopefully have a different result next time out.
Yeah. Electric.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, what is the thinking process and, the motives and, and the motives of going into next season and the expectations?
I'm not really too worried about that right now. I mean, just sucks. I don't know. I mean, obviously next year we want to win a championship. That's the expectation. But it's never going to be easy, right? So we got to just focus, and we got to worry about the off season and getting better, and then we'll come back next year, and we've got to I've got to do a better job game planning and executing, and putting my players in a better position to win games. I think but ultimately, obviously, we'd love to run it back round 3, and it's 1-1 now, so maybe we'll see a season 3 final showdown, so to speak.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Well, I reckon that will wrap things up. So we officially are in the off season here in Hennessy Performance League college football. Exciting times. Teams looking to rebuild. Some teams looking to get some talent back. Some teams looking to make a rise here, as I'm sure the transfer portal is going to be a lot of fun like it always is. But for Electric and myself, we're signing off for Miami. And thank you guys for watching all year. And make sure to keep your eyes out to this YouTube channel, because August will be right back here before we know it, and we'll be ready for another season. So we will see you guys then.